Hello and welcome. It is time to take a look at this massive daily bugle, and this has been in my city ages, but I've had quite a lot of people ask if they can have a closer look, so more than happy to help. So what we'll do is we'll go through the box artwork, we'll have a look at the instruction manual online because it's quite hard to see with the black picture with the lighting, so we'll do that slightly differently. Go over all the minifigures and we'll go over the set itself. So this is Lego set 76178, 3,772 pieces, and the thing is absolutely gigantic. It has a huge amount going for it, including all the minifigures, which are actually at the top of the box. So there's a lot to see on this one because it's completely modular. So if you didn't realise, you can take it completely apart, ping it all together, and then the windows come off as well as the top half, so you can display it basically however you want to display it and add in all the minifigures however you want to. Now, if you want to know the sizing, it is 32 inches or 82 centimeters in height, and it's 25 or 9.8 inches wide. So it's a base plate wide and then 32 inches tall. And then as we pan around, you can see what they've done on the back. They've got the Taxi, the Punisher, and then you've got Carnage, and then you've got a lot of detail on the back. So in case you didn't know, this is what it looks like on the back, which we will be taking a much greater look at in a second when I pull the actual set out of the city. And then you can see they've got the backing on there where I've actually added some minifigures. I have changed the car to the Ghost Rider bike. I'm not going to take that off for this video, so just bear in mind that that is not with the set. I've added something else instead. And then you have got all of these different scenes that they've added in on the inside, so you can do all sorts of different bits and pieces if you wanted to. Let me know how you display yours, what other minifigures you've added to yours. Moving on to the instruction booklet, I said I'll do it online just because it was so shiny and black it wasn't picking up properly, but you can see the detail of the Taxi and everything, just how nice the front cover is. And then we come through and you can see that you could take the Daily Bugle towel tour, and then you've got the nice photos and everything on the inside. So remember, this is the instruction booklet, so I can't actually click on any of these, but I can zoom in so you can see how they've got all of the minifigures and everything on the side, and they've got all the bits and pieces going on with the Taxi and everything like that. Now as we go through, you've got lots more detail up at the top here, so you can see the three minifigures having a battle, and the writing then obviously continues. And then as we come through, you've got Blade at the top, and then you've got a couple of them in the office doing different scenes, and then you've got all the TV and monitors, which you will take a better look at in the actual tower, but we will be able to see the sticker sheet, I do believe. Now, this is the best opportunity to have a look at all of the minifigures, so I will pan across all of these slowly, just so you get a better understanding of who's in there. I know we've just done it on the box, but these are some of them. Well, in fact, what we'll do, it will be all of them. So I'm going to go through all of the minifigures at a nice steady pace, just so you can see. Now, comments below, let us know what your favourite one is, and where have you displayed yours as well, because obviously everybody's got their own personal preference. Are you a heroes or a villains kind of person? Have you put all of them together? And you can see the detail in some of the torsos. These are absolutely fantastic. I will show off one or two of them in hand as well, like the Green Goblin, for example. We've already done him, so we can have a look at the legs and everything at the end of this video. Like I said, I've already filmed this bit once and it didn't go well. That's why I know what's to come. But you've got all of these at the bottom, and then you've got the Spider Ham as well, which is done very well in the multiverse, the crossover Spider-Verse. I think that's a very good way of doing it. Now, coming in to the next page, these are all the same figures from this set. All the way across the top, you just got some villains and heroes and just generic characters as well. So you've got the Auntie and the Father, and then you've got Firestarter, and you've got Blade. Let me get a little bit closer. Firestarter over to Blade, and then Black Cat. In case you didn't see Robbie at the start, he's got a nice torso print on his jumper. And then again, you've got the nice pink on Betty. The Punisher minifigure is amazing. Obviously, some of these have dual faces as well, and you've got Daredevil as well. So those two are fantastic. And then if we come through and down, you've got a little bit more about him, the main man himself, who I've put up at the top, and then you just got some civilians just dotted around. Those three there, just sort of in the wrong place at the wrong time, or one of them is a taxi driver. And then we carry on through, and it gives you the bit of an interview with the designer, who is Mark John. And then you can see just how it all comes apart. You can almost get it look like it's tipping in that photo. So there's lots you can do within it. And again, you've got all of the minifigures and things at the bottom. And then we carry on onto the next couple of pages. You've got all the little hidden detail at the back there in the top left. So lots and lots of different bits and pieces going on with that. And then again, you've got lots going on with all the different coloured floors, which you will take a much better look at in a second. Moving on to all of the stickers, we do see these in the set, but I thought we can actually then see these a little bit better just here. So these are all the different newspaper articles and things like that are dotted around within this set. Now, the Rhino is a bit of an Easter egg because that figure came out at the end of last year, and I'm hoping Electro will be coming out this year as well. So that means they will go lovely with this set. And then obviously we might potentially getting a Fisk as well, which would be nice. Now, I have got a custom Fisk, but let's hope we do get a Fisk as well, so that'd be fantastic. And obviously Morbius has just come out as well, so the vampire set with the car has just come out, so maybe they were always in the pipeline to come. Who knows? You know what Lego are like with putting Easter eggs in, but they are all of these stickers in there, and you can see Panic and Garlic supplies have hit an all-time low. Okay, I pulled it out from the city and it is taller than the box, so we come all the way down just so you get an understanding of just how big this thing is, but we will start on the ground level. And to be able to do that, I need to strip it all back. So I wonder if I can do it just with one hand for everybody, so you can just see how this is. You can see all the bits and pieces on the inside. Ideally, I need two hands for some of these. As long as I don't crack the frame, we should be absolutely fine, because if we take all of these off, like that is what I didn't want to happen, then I get you all the way up like that, so you can kind of see what's going on. We'll be able just to take it off like an actual modular building. So we will split it down into 4. Take the front of that off in a second as well. Take that tier off. I'll pan across the very, very bottom. First, you can see they've got the flowers, then you've got the newsstand that's coming in, and then you've got the no crime where it says no thanks to Spider-Man Menace. And then obviously you can, if you want to, just tip that back, put a minifigure inside it, and then on the back of it you can see you've got the Fisk sticker, and then you've got some other bits and stickers on there where you've got all the different New York ones. You've got 3 different New Yorks on the left-hand side. Fisk sticker is on the right-hand side, and you've got the newsstand, comics, magazines, and postcards and everything on that bit. Obviously it might be a bit tired because I have literally just pulled out from the city and we've been designing bits and pieces with it, but everything that is on the ground level has not actually been touched. I've not yet added in any minifigures from this. Now you have got a bit of an Easter egg just here on the top left, because that is the set that has just come out, so I do need to pick up that minifigure with the car, so that'd be good fun. You have then got the vending machine on that side. As we spin around, you have got other bits and pieces that you can take out. So if you wanted to remove that part of the building, for example, you can have that on show permanently instead. So that's what that would look like, and then you can see a little bit better on the inside of the vending machine. And then as we pan around to the back, you then have got the other little bits and pieces where you have got the exit of the actual building itself, and then you've got the dustbins and the trash cans as such, and then you've got the dirty alleyway and everything on the side, and then you've got more detail on this side as well. So there's a lot going on for just the ground level. Now if I put that down, and then we will bring that over, and then we'll come into what would have been the tier directly over the top, it then goes bright yellow. So there's lots and lots going on within this. So we have got Who is Spider-Man? Another one on there says Murdoch wins big lawsuit, and then we've got the no thanks to Spider-Man Menace, and then we've got another little Easter egg over here where it says Rhino escapes from the zoo. That is another minifigure that has just come out, and I have managed to pick up that minifigure as well. And then over on this side we have got City Blackouts, we need Electro. Now Electro potentially might be on his way as well in 2023, so this was all obviously forward thinking from the Lego team. In the very, very far corner, we've got Doc Ock still at large, and then Spider-Man No More, the one in the middle, and then this one we have got Time Scare on that one. So there's loads and loads of detail, so we can add in loads of minifigures within this if we want to on the seats. I haven't yet done any of that at the top, and obviously you've got the TVs and things with different stickers on as well. So if we were to spin this around a little bit more to make sure that we're not going to miss anything, the stickers dupe up and they're like for like. So bright green on first tier, yellow is the second tier, so I will have to build this up as we go. So if I angle you just like that, that should literally just clip on to that bit as so that is absolutely fine. And then you can see just how simple that bit is, and then again you've got the gap on the side, and that's the reason why you can't take the back off, because it is the back piece. And yep, on the air conditioning you do have a little bird on the back of that. Right, tier number 3, so I'll have to split these two up. One of them obviously has the Daily Bugle sign, So I'll get that one off because that's the very, very top tier. Put that one back there, and then we can bring this one over. So you can see it's not too complicated to take it apart and do everything with. We've now got different bits. So we have got the spider's web up at the top with some spiders itself, and then also we've got the camera, we've got the pizza, we've got the conspiracy newspaper right at the back on that one, so you can see that just up and over underneath the web. And then on the right hand side we have got the photocopier. We've got a load of windows, then we've got some nice detailing there for the elevator lift. And then coming over to this side, we have then got his office with a little bit of artwork on the side. And then we've got the Spider-Man picture. So this, again, it's all tiled. It's all really, really nice. You can do whatever it is you want to do to this to add any extra detail on. And obviously, if I tip it over on that, it is sturdy enough. Spinning around, you've got all the windows on the one side. You've got another door. Obviously, that door will then lead to the back walk surround if you want it to. You've got the light and everything on there. And then you've got the staircase where you can get some nice photos of the minifigures. So, if again, adding on to the next tier, so as long as I put it on the right way, the reason why you have the door, if I push that down, I need to make sure that they are all clipped properly, otherwise I forget. The reason why you have the door is it will go on to the bit just below, and then you have got the opportunity then to add in some minifigures on the back and do whatever it is you want to do with that door as well. So you've got lots going on for it on the back, and again you can just see all the detail that you've got on there. And then it is starting to get larger and larger. Right, the next piece. So if I push this over, got to remember to put that bit back on. Bring this over. And now again, if I remember rightly, yeah, so the Daily Bugle sign will ping off. I just need to take the bike off as well. So that'll come off as one, and we will put that back on after. And then that'll give us a better look to that. So I've just ripped the Daily Bugle sign off, and we are away. So we've got bright blue and bright red, and again you've got more bits and pieces up on the TV, and the elevator again, it just carries on. So that is on every single level. So if you didn't spot it on that one, he goes up there, goes on to that one. You've got the door on the one, you've got the water cooler, if I didn't mention that, on the other one. And then with this one, it's just smaller little offices at the top. You've got the different rewards and trophies on the back, and then you've got maybe another little Easter egg on the back of that. I'm not 100% sure what that is relating to. What does that say on the desk? It says, Peter Parker, you're fired. And then on the other side, you've got the reward for the Spider-Man photo. So that is on that bit just there. And then on this computer desk over here, you have got missed call from E. Brooke. So again, I think that it will be a little bit of an Easter egg and a reference to some of the Venom bits and pieces. So if you are a big Spider-Man fan, this should be a very, very good set for you. There's lots of references in with that. Now again, if I get you right up to the top, that will be the next piece that comes up and goes on. So that is almost the size of the box already with all of this that is going on. So you can just see just how much is going on there. And then again, coming from the top, and we'll spin it around, there's nothing that you can really do on the outer edge, but it does have the sign on the back, which is just the facts on there. And then you have got the bird's nest up at the top, which I have just knocked, so that will sit up. And then you can, if you want to, add in the bird up at the top on there with the egg, or you can have him a little bit lower. So if you wanted to, you can just rest that up at the top if you wanted to. Again, you've got some nice lighting on at the back. All the windows look extremely impressive. But we're moving on to the big sign. Now with the big sign, you've got to remember I have added on the Ghost Rider bike. It should have the little vehicle. Now, also on this sign, plonked in one or two of the figures. So you've got one of the figures down at the bottom, this one on the sign, you got that one up there, and then you've got Ghost Rider on the bike as well, because this is all from our Marvel display. Now, what I want to try and do is doing it in one. If I can get you, again, right up to the top, so you can get some nice angled photos on this. I can get you all the way back up, clip you on, and then clip the bike, clips in to the side, and then it's on a spinning piece. You can then angle that however it is you want to angle. So you can have that up, you can have it in front of the D. If I remember rightly, we had it that way, and then we will spin the sign in. So again, you can have it however it is you want to do. We've got it now going vertically up. I will angle that back to how it was. I think it is an extremely impressive looking building. Hopefully you guys and girls agree. And then when it's all connected on the side, you can just see just how it all connects through. You've got lots and lots and lots going on for it. And then you have got the ladder, if you wanted to, that will then drop down and you can have everybody jumping up. You've got placement for the minifigure at the back, and don't forget that will then tip back, so you can have the minifigures jumping up and doing whatever it is you want to do. And again, all the different bits and pieces on the back of the set as well. But that bike for this, what we've added, is super sturdy, but again, with it being the little vehicle, that'll be just as sturdy as well. The windows will pop back on easy enough, which is obviously what I will do in a second. You can build it up where it does not have the breakout piece, so you don't have to have the breakout bits for these. If you don't want it, you can have it built up as a proper skyscraper. And again, on these bits just here, we do have a bit of a battle going on where we have these two characters here fighting each other, and if I remember rightly, they were going on to that window just there. So before we move on to minifigures, I have just attached all this back up. It took a minute or so, and I've redone the bike at the top, so it just goes in on the two teeth at the bottom, and it literally just rests at the top. But I'm putting some force behind that, and I'm giving it a good shake, and it's not gonna fall out or down, so that's okay. But you have got the breaking news on here, so you've got all the little bits and pieces saying who's to blame, and then across on the side you have got the villain's promise to stop being bad guys. Can they be trusted? Earlier today on the breaking news TV. And then that also wraps around where it asks you to vote for the mayor. So vote for the Osborne for the mayor. So I've already seen the minifigures on the box and the instruction manual, but you can see just how big this thing is if you compare it to the size. Now it goes nicely, it will sit and rest. You can literally stand it on to the bottom, and that's not going to go anywhere. You can angle him however you want to, so he'll go that way and then stand up completely straight, and then you can twist it at the bottom, so you can get again some nice pictures. So if you want this one attacking or whatever, you can have that one just there. But that is a nice looking little minifigure. Now I've just picked up a handful. So you have got the spider pig, and again it's just a mold for the nose, and you can see just how big his snout is, and again the back is completely plain, and then it's just like a mini Spider-Man. Everything else, you got the nice print on the back, and then you got the nice print on the torso. Then you have got these two. So you got Miles. He is a cool looking dude, and you can see just how he's got the open hoodie, and then you got the white version as well. Again, they've got the same head sort of print on the side, obviously completely different with regards to the pattern on their hood. Now both of the hoods do come off, and then this is where we start having a little bit of a difference. So you can see how this one on the left has all of the pattern on the back of the head, and then it's got a really nice print on the back of his sort of hoodie. You can see where it just crinkles up, and then you've got the actual print on the back of the legs as well. So you've got two-tone legs, and then this torso, you've got the nice red spider with the V, and again you've got the suit underneath ready to break out, and then you can put him undercover if you want to by putting his hoodie back up. This one does not have anything on the back, it's just completely plain on the back of the head, but then you've also got the nice print on the actual torso as well. Legs are just completely jet black, but they are very nice detailed minifigures. Now 3 more which I think people would like. Daredevil, what a minifigure this is. I would imagine he will soon be getting another one when the new TV show gets released, but what a thing to get with this. Obviously these went for an absolute fortune individually. This one, the Blade and the Punisher, all of those, but this, with regards to what it's like, you've just got the little horns that go up on the top, and then the actual headpiece is just one wrapped round mask, as you can see. You've got DD on the front with a nice bit of torso print. So if I get rid of those two things, you can see the shiny belt buckle with the DD on the front, and then on the back you've got all the muscle definition. You've got the belt and everything that goes across, and then you've got the 2 extra bits of the suit. The red is just plain red, there's no texture to that at all, and it was just that kind of suit that he wore. So that is one of the 3 special minifigures to this set, I do believe. Next one, the Punisher, comes with his ridiculously sized weapons, but again this one, Frank, has 2 faces. So he's got the smug look, or he's got the angry look with the plaster over his forehead, so that's a cool looking thing. And then obviously you've got the world famous skull t-shirt with the nice belt that goes across. Obviously these, for me, I watched on the Netflix show, and they were phenomenal. The actors that played these two for Frank Castle and Daredevil were both amazing. Charlie Cox is a fantastic actor, as is John Berthel. They both play the characters fantastically well, but those are two very good looking minifigures. And then we've got Blade as well. So Blade does come with two swords. You can put them in and wrap them in on the back, so they will sit down like that, and you can have two going across as the X. On the torso, you can see you've got the nice shiny torso, and then you have got all of the other bits and pieces he uses in the films on the bottom of his torso, and then you've just got some other little bits of Easter eggs and things around his neck, and you've got the nice face print and the glasses as well. But again, on the back it is only the singular one. But these three minifigures basically make the set. There are, well, they were at one point extremely expensive, so if you are thinking of getting this set, I would imagine just those three figures alone are worth a fortune. And then obviously you get some other absolutely fantastic minifigures like these, and then you've got the Green Goblin as well, which has a beautiful print on. So you've got these across the knee pads, you've got the really bright green coming through the purple. These are available, and actually, funny enough, in some of the 4+ sets as well, this exact figure with the purple and the green. But I can't imagine getting these figures not in an 18+ set. And like we said, we saw it all on the box with all of the others. So the tax itself, nice and simple, moves nice and smooth, top comes off, obviously minifigures sat in there. There's the old famous driver, so we've done a load of scenes with this chappy. Cool little beard and everything on him, as we've just seen with all the bits and pieces from the magazine at the start. But they sit in there nicely, they fit nice. You can, at a push, if you wanted to, try and squeeze another minifigure behind, because it is supposed to be room for two of them. But the detail on this thing is fine, nice and sturdy as well. So you can see you've got the little exhaust pipe on the back, license plate on the back. It's all there, so it's all nice and simple. It's looking a little bit rough and ready with the amount of explosion displays that we've done with it, but I think it works well with the actual main unit itself. And it works very well on the custom base plates that we've made up over the live. So these wrap all the way around the outside of the Daily Bugle itself. So we've got multiple vehicles going around. You can see it's just a tile base plate, nice and flat. We put the yellow line in because obviously it's supposed to be New York, but you can see just how wide it is. 6 studs and a little bit over on the yellow, but it works out to be okay. I think it looks nice and effective with the actual main tower itself. So for size comparison, we know that this is the biggest thing by a mile at the moment. This is done before the Avengers towers even come out. That is just rumours at the moment. This is a standard modular, so it is the same size as the Jazz Club, the new modular that came out in January. If you have this one, and you can see it's not even halfway onto the building. And then if you have the new A-frame, which is the one on the left-hand side, you can see, again, they're thereabouts the same size. It's just a monster of a thing, but you can quite easily just add in more minifigures for your diorama if you want to. So we've got Doc Ock chasing Aunt May, and then on this one we've just got the little rhino, which is the Easter egg that we found as the sticker, and that does not get included in this set. I managed to pick that up from a 4+ set, but as a size thing, you can see just how much it towers over. Absolutely, I think that's it. There's too many minifigures to go through individually. That's why we went through them at the very start. But you can just see how big that thing is. But let us know in the comments below if you've got it. Let me know where you display yours and how you do it. What's your favourite minifigures and so on and so forth. But I think it is a very good looking set. If you've got the ceiling height for it, then obviously it is definitely worth having. And then again, quick look at the minifigures at the top. You can do some really nice things with them and just dot them around wherever. And yes, he does have his purple marker pen. And again, you can have the minifigures dangling off the building and doing whatever it is you want to do. But let me know how you display yours. Let me know what you think of this set itself. Are you going to try and pick it up before it gets discontinued? But guys, as always, if you can like and subscribe and all that good stuff, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ta-da.